Yeah.
in the first place.
How much do you think? How important do you think it is in terms of having your head in the game? Like you talked about, he had a great positive attitude. Do you think that's important?
It's everything. Like I told you in one video we did. It's not about who can lift heavy. You've been lifting heavy, you've been pushing it. Everybody can do that.
Yeah.
Most people can go out. But the mental part of it is huge.
Yeah.
So what you just said is everything.
Yeah.
It's everything.
That's what I've come to see. It's because the mental stuff takes you through the dry time. The mental stuff takes you through injury. The mental stuff takes you through when everybody else is sleeping in at 4 a.m. and you've got to get up and go again. The mental stuff takes you to bed at 8 p.m. so you can get up at 4 a.m. Because it's all got to be in here. Because nothing's going to come to you. You set any sort of goal, nothing's going to come to you easily. You've got to keep on pushing through. And I know with what we're looking at doing, just to think it's every meal, every mouthful, every day for 18 months, it wears me out.
Yeah.
Thinking about that, but if you go into it tired on it, as opposed to no, this is what the end game is, then it sharpens and it focuses up a little bit.
And that's just the thing. You're going to have setbacks. You're going to have injuries. You're going to have bad days. You're going to have worse days than bad days.
Yeah.
You're going to have family things that come up.
Yeah, they're tough sometimes.
You're going to have family. You're going to have things where you just get sick of it. And to be honest with you, I've done over 15 competitions, and there was no time that I'll tell myself what I'm doing.
Yeah.
Why I'm doing this to myself. It's like this is stupid. I shouldn't be doing this. Like why I'm pushing myself. That's the little negative thing that talks to you. Like just stop. Just go eat pizza, man. Have ice cream. And I said there's no. Every single time that happened to me, that when I had completely mental crash, meltdown, or whatever I'm going to call it, where I just said, I don't want to do this. This is ridiculous,
Yeah.
But then, yes, you do have those thoughts, but for some reason I still got up next day at 5, did my cardio, prepared my chicken, or my wife prepared my chicken.
You gotta love that.
So
it's like we nearly need to be able to have a whine and complain to ourselves, knowing full well that we're going to get up and go again. But it's just like we've got vent it out.
Yeah, it's tough, and you get sick of it, and you get I won't even lie to you. There was depression times that you go through.
Really?
When I remember one of the shows, honestly, I just want to lay down and stare into one dot on the ceiling.
So I'm not the only guy.
Yeah, and just stare at the dot and think about my next meal. That's it. And honestly, it was like that. There was a time that I can tell you in 2004 I competed that I never listened to classic music.
Yeah. Yeah.
But that's all I listened. You get it. There's such a weird stages, and I would just go home because I was going to college at the time, live with my parents actually. I just go in my room and just put the classic music and just lay down and not do nothing.
Yeah.
It just phases, and luckily, being experienced now, I do it better. I understand. I have family, I have kids. I know that I can't just lock myself in a room all day.
At least
not
it's
talk to anybody. Yeah. But
at least it's Beethoven, not Marilyn Manson or something.
But everybody goes through that, and you're just gonna understand that just the practice make you better. I know the competitors out there, some professional or non-professional, that compete at 50, 60 shows, and you see those guys and they don't look like they even died. They just got used to it.
Yeah.
You get trained to go through those things.
Yeah.
First few shows are the hardest.